Sorry for that little interruption. Back to the Giraffe and the Pelly and me, part 2. I stared at the head. The head stared back at me with big, round, dark eyes. Suddenly, a second window was flung wide open, and all the crazy things, a gigantic white bird hopped out and perched on the windowsill. I knew what this one was because of its amazing beak, which was shaped like a huge orange-coloured basin. The pelican looked down at me and sang. Oh, how I wish for a big fat fish. I'm as hungry as ever could be. A dish of fish is my only wish. How far are we from the sea? We are a long way from the sea, I called back to him. But there is a fishmonger in the village not far away. A fish what? A fishmonger. Now what on earth would that be? Asked the pelican. I have heard of fish pie and a fish cake and a fish finger, but I've never heard of a fishmonger. Are these mongers good to eat? The question baffled me a bit, so I said, Who is your friend in the next window? She is the giraffe, the pelican answered. Is she not wonderful? Her legs are on the ground floor and her head is looking out of the top window. As if this wasn't enough, the window on the top floor was now flung wide open and out popped the monkey. The monkey stood on the windowsill and did a jiggly little dance. He was so skinny, he seemed to be made only out of furry bits of wire. But he danced wonderfully well, and I clapped and cheered and did a little dance myself in return. We are the window cleaners, sang out the monkey. We will polish your glass till it's shining like brass and it sparkles like sun on the sea. We are quick and polite, we will come day or night, the giraffe and the Pelly and me. We're a fabulous crew, we know just what to do, and we never stop work to drink tea. All your windows will glow when we give them a go, the giraffe and the Pelly and me. We use water and soap, plus some kindness and hope, but we never use ladders, not we. Who needs ladders at all when you're 30 feet tall? Not the giraffe and not Pelly, not me. And there they are, singing the song from the windows of the old grubber house. I stood there enthralled. Then I heard the giraffe saying to the pelican in the next window, Pelly, my dear, be so good as to fly down and bring that small person up here to talk to us. At once the pelican spread his huge white wings and flew down onto the road beside me. Hop in, he said, opening his enormous beak. I stared at the great orange beak and backed away. Go on, the monkey shouted from up in his window. The Pelly isn't going to swallow you. Climb in. I said to the pelican, I'll only get in if you promise not to shut your beak once I'm inside. You have nothing to fear, cried the pelican. And let me tell you why. I have a very special beak. A special beak have I. You'll never see a beak so fine. I don't care where you go. There's magic in this beak of mine. Hop in and don't say no. I will not hop in, I said, unless you swear on your honour you won't shut it once I'm inside. I don't like dark places. Well, I have done what I am just about to do, said the pelican. I won't be able to shut it. You don't seem to understand how my beak works. Show me, I said. "Watch this," cried the pelican. I watched in amazement as the top half of the pelican's beak began to slide smoothly backwards into his head until the whole thing was almost out of sight. "It bends and goes down inside the back of my neck," cried the pelican. "Is that not sensible? Is it not magical?" "It's unbelievable," I said. "It's exactly like one of those metal tape measures my father's got at home. When it's out, it's straight, and when you slide it back in, it bends and disappears." "That's unbelievable." "Precisely," said the pelican. "You see, the top half is of no use to me unless I'm chewing fish. The bottom half is what it counts, my lad. The bottom half of this glorious beak of mine is the bucket in which we carry our window cleaning water. So if I didn't slide the top half away, I'd be standing around all day long holding it open. So I slide it away for the rest of the day. Even so, I'm still able to speak, and whenever I've flown, it has always been known as the pelican's patented beak. If I want to eat fish, that's my favourite dish, all I do is give it a tweak. In the blink of an eye, out it pops and they cry, "It's the pelican's patented beak." "Stop showing off down there," shouted the monkey from the upstairs window. "Hurry up and bring that small person up to us. The giraffe is waiting." And I climbed into the big orange beak, and with a swoosh of wings, the pelican carried me back to his perch on the windowsill. The giraffe looked out of her window at me and said, "How do you do? What is your name?" "Billy," I told her. "Well, Billy," she said, "we need your help, and we need it fast. We must have seen some windows to clean. We have spent every penny we had on buying this house, and we've got to earn some money quickly. The Pelly is starving, the monkey is famished, and I'm perished with hunger. The Pelly needs fish, the monkey needs nuts, and I am even more difficult to feed. I am a geranious giraffe, and a geranious giraffe cannot eat anything except the pink and purple flowers of the tinkle tinkle tree. But those, I am sure you know, are hard to find and very expensive to buy." The pelican cried out. "Right now I'm so hungry I could eat a stale sardine. Has anyone seen a stale sardine or a bucket of rotten cod? I'd eat the lot upon the spot, I'm such a hungry bod." Every time the pelican spoke, the beak I was standing in jiggled madly up and down, and the more excited he got, the more it jiggled. The monkey said, "What Pelly's really crazy about is salmon." "Yes, yes," cried the pelican. "Salmon? Oh, glorious salmon. I dream about it all day long, but I never get any." "And I dream about walnuts," shouted the monkey. "A walnut fresh from the tree is so scrumptious, galumptious, so flavoury, savoury, so sweet to eat that it makes me all wobbly just thinking about it." At exactly that moment, a huge white Rolls Royce pulled up right below us, and a chauffeur in a blue and gold uniform got out. He was carrying an envelope in one gloved hand. "Good heavens," I whispered, "that's the Duke of Hampshire's car. Who's he? Asked the giraffe. He's the richest man in England, I said. The chauffeur knocked on the door of the grubber. We're up here, the giraffe called down to him. He looked up and saw us. He saw the giraffe, the Pelly, the monkey, and me, all staring down at him from above. But not a muscle moved in his face, not an eyebrow was raised. The chauffeurs of very rich men were never surprised by anything they see. The chauffeur said, His Grace the Duke of Hampshire has instructed me to deliver this envelope to the Ladderless Window Cleaning Company. That's us, cried the monkey. The giraffe said, Be so good as to open the envelope and read us the letter. The chauffeur unfolded the letter and began to read. Dear Sirs, I saw your notice as I drove by this morning. I have been looking for a decent window cleaner for the past 50 years, but I have not found one yet. My house has 677 windows in it, not counting the greenhouses, and all of them are filthy. Kindly come and see me as soon as possible. Yours truly, Hampshire. That, added the chauffeur in a voice filled with awe and respect, was written by His Grace the Duke of Hampshire in his own hand. The giraffe said to the chauffeur, Please tell His Grace the Duke that we will be with him as soon as possible. Whoopee, shouted the monkey. Fantastic, cried the pelican. That must be the best window cleaning job in the world. Billy, said the giraffe, what is the house called and how do we get there? It's called Hampshire House, I said. It's just over the hill. I'll show you the way. We're off, cried the monkey. We're off to see the Duke. The next part will be when they go to see the Duke.